Hey, welcome back to my channel Learning at Glance. This is part 4 of average aptitude section. So this is the last part I'm discussing today. So I'll cover up mostly the questions in the chapter average. So let's start with the last part, number 4. So this is the concept number 1 in the part 4 of average. There are 2 or 3 concepts I'm going to discuss today. Okay. So number 1 is consecutive numbers. Now in this there is a new type of approach I'm going to discuss. If something is written in like the numbers which you have to be find it, then you have to just remember these 3 terms: consecutive numbers, consecutive even numbers, and consecutive odd numbers. You will find the value of the x and you'll put it in it and you'll get the equation according to it. You are going to solve it by adding, multiplication, adding subtractions, whatever it may be as per the question concerned. Okay, so let's say in consecutive numbers there is nothing like even or odd in it. There is simple as value of 1 2 3 4 like that. Or in even numbers we are going to choose only the even part of the numbers like 2 4 6 8 10 like that. But in case of the odd numbers, that is, they will be the same as the even numbers. In this concept, this is the same as the even numbers. X plus 2, x plus 4. This is going to be same in every of the questions. Okay. So let's start with this. Suppose for example, x is equals to 3. The value of x is equals to 3 is been given in the question. Then you have to put it into it and you're going to solve it. 3 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 3 plus 3 like that. And in case of the consecutive even numbers, same as processes like that. So let's start with the questions. You are going to know about all these types of questions very easily by these methods. Okay. Yes, so this is question number 1 of the concept 1. Let's read out. Sum of 3 consecutive even number is 44. Okay, more than the average of 3 number. Then what will be the highest on them? The question saying that there are 3 consecutive even numbers. First, read it this. Even numbers is 44. More than the average of 3 numbers, what will be the highest of them? We have to find the highest value, which will be we are going to just calculate according to that concept which I have told you earlier. So one more thing I want to discuss in it, how to find the average in numbers also. Okay, I have told you the average through the formulas and through the basic tricks, but in these types of questions, like the concept of the even, odd, and numbers which I have been getting, x plus 1, x plus 2, right? That. So how can we find in that? It's been like there is a number, say 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now you have to find the average in this. You'll just add it out and the sum of all these. So now I'll tell you the short trick. It's like the middle term is always the average. Okay, whichever the equation, the middle term will be the average. Let's say for the example you have to find the average between 2 and 4. Then the average will become the middle term, that is 3, because in these both there is nothing the middle term in it. So the 3 will be the middle term. Okay, let's take one more example like 2, 4, 6, and 8. Now we have to find the middle term. These are 2 and these are 2. So what are the middles? Like that 5. It's a middle term. So it's the average. We have to find in that. So we have to just remember these types of small tricks so that we can be used in it. So let's start with these questions. So the question says 3 consecutive even numbers. Okay, so in this we have to find the sum of the 3 consecutive even numbers, 44, more than the average of 3 numbers. So let's solve with the first equation. So 3 consecutive even numbers will be x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 4. That is the even number, right? Now average. And the sum, and the sum is 44. And now the average will become the middle term, right? 3, and the middle term is this. X plus 2 is equals to 44. Now we don't have to solve it. just because we have to put it into it and solve it again. This is the middle term. Now rewrite the equation. X plus 2, x plus 4 is equals to x plus 2 is equals to 44. Okay. Now it's been cancelling out, right? So 2x plus 4 is equals to 44, right? 2x is equals to 40, x is equals to 20. Now you got the answer of 20. Now put this 20 into the x middle terms. Let's say for the example this is the equation number 1. Okay, put this in it. X is 20, 20 plus 2 22, 20 plus 24. So the highest value which we are going to like in this putting the equation of the x, and we have got the highest value is 24. So this is the answer. I'll show you some more questions about it. So let's start with this next question. So this is the second question. It's having something related to the tricky question. Okay, so let's start. Average of 11 even consecutive number is 98. Okay, so 11 even consecutive number is 98. What is the highest number? You have to calculate the highest number. Now in this you don't have to write this equation because it's being a long number like 11. It's not a term of we can say the 4, 5, 6 and 7. It's being long, so we cannot just separate it out and spread it out about that. So let's start with, I can take in this A, B, C, D, we can say that alphabetical order. Then we can say the 11 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J and K. So these are the 11 even alphabetic consecutive numbers, we can say. It's not a number but it's the alphabets. Okay, now in this you have to find the average first, because when we suppose these are numbers and you have to find the average, then what you're going to do, you will find the middle term which I have told in the previous question. Okay, so let's find the middle term in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and these are all 5. Middle term is F, right? Middle term is F and the average is 98. Average of 11 even consecutive is 98. So 98 been here, and what is the highest number? Now it's really very getting simple because it's 98 and you have to find the even consecutive numbers. Then you have to just push on it to it like plus 2, because even is not a 99 is not been an even number. So 100 will be the 102 will be the nearest, 104, then 106, 108. These are the types of the even consecutive numbers, because if we take the odd numbers like 99, 101, 103, then it cannot be able to solve the highest numbers. And in the back 96, 94, 92, we don't need this because we have to go the highest. So highest will be the K value. 108 will be the highest. I hope you understand it. If you have some query, you can comment it on the comment box. I'll try to solve it. So let's start with the next type of the approach. Okay, these are the some simple questions. Yes, so these are the types of the questions having the calculations, nothing else. It's been a very simple ones. So it's been like a calculations of x and y. You have to find the average of the numbers. Okay, so let's start. It's been written that the average of 48x plus 48y is equals to 2304. Okay, and in this, the next question, average of 48x, y, z is also 2304. Now we have to find it very simply, x and y, the average of x and y. So average is been like 48x plus 48y, 2304. This been 2, then 2304. If we simplify it, then 2 into 48, because it's been the average of the two numbers, and the resultant is 2304. Now if we just break this 2304, it will become 48 into 48 upon 2 into 48, right? It's been cancelling out. It's been 24. Average has been 24. Okay. So this will be the first question. Now let's with this fourth one. It's been very simple with this like that. 48x plus 48y plus 48z is equals to 2304. Right. Now 2304, as simple as that. 3 into 48. Right. 48 into 48 upon 3 into 48. That's been cancelling out. 16 is the answer. So these are the types of some small calculations. You can do it at your own. But if you feel something like difficulty in it, you can comment me in the comment box. I'll try to solve it for that. Okay, let's take up some new questions. Yes, this is the last question of this part 4. Average monthly income of a family was rupees 5,000 during first 2 months. Okay, let's just underline what the question saying. 5,000 during first 2 months. Okay, 6,000 during next 4 months, 7,000 during last 6 months. Okay, means 6, 4, 10 or plus 2, 12. Full whole year is been talking about in this question. If total saving was rupees 10,000, then find the average monthly expenditure. Now let's start 2 months for the 5,000, right? And 4 months for the 7,000. Sorry, 6,000. And 6 months for I think 7,000. Yes. Right. And the savings will become 10,000 as been given in the question. Now we have to find the expenditure. Now find the total income first. For the first, it been 10,000. For the second, it will become 24,000. For the third, it will become 42,000. And in this, 76,000 will be the total of this. Now you got the income, total income of the whole year. Okay, it's been the income for the whole year. Right? Now you have to find the monthly expenditure, average monthly expenditure. And you have given the savings. And what is the formula has been written here? Income minus savings is equals to expenditure, as you all know about it. Then just put it this value in this type of equation. So income is 76,000 and savings is 10,000 as given. You got 66,000, and now you have to find for the whole year. For the average is been divided by 12. You will got 5,500 is been the average of the monthly expenditure. So this is the last question of this part 4, and this is the last question also for the average section of quantitative aptitude. So we'll meet in the next topic very soon for this aptitude section. Okay, and till then stay tuned with my videos, and if you have some query, then you can comment in the comment box. I'll make you sure about that and we can solve it. Okay, see you to the next lecture. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay home.